Figure out the grill, do all that was work. And after that, I came back and did the dishes. If you
I would go 50-50 on bills.
No.
Okay.
And look at what happened.
What do you need from a man who you're gonna take seriously?
Money.
Name 5 things that you...
I don't think that women know the emotional damage that they do to a man when it comes to taking their child away.
How tall are you?
How much do you weigh?
How much money you got?
How many bodies do you got?
What's your credit score?
Do you have any student loan debt?
Do you pay all the bills?
Do you cook and clean?
How big is it?
How wide is it?
Check.
At least get a little bit of butter. Can you melt some butter for me?
No.
Maybe some salt and pepper?
No.
That salt and pepper wasn't all that good. What about some scissors? Scissors, I could cut it open easier.
You too annoyed. Can you shut up?
Ê, cái sò ăn đi con. Con gái con đứa ăn nói vậy. Bởi trong nhà trong cửa không có chuyện sao được. Cứ ăn nói vậy hoài. Người nhụng nhịn chút đi.
Like that?
Thoát.
We took the video, Mom.
Cancel thoát.
Even if it is a skit, a lot of modern women need mothers like her, and maybe then they will learn how to value their man and see him as a human and not a walking bank.
I don't think you realize how much work I put in to do that.
To cuddle?
No, for your family. I woke up at 8 in the morning and went to the grocery store and had to hunt down a bunch of stuff, figure out the grill, do all that was work. And after that, I came back and did the dishes. If you sat here and grilled a whole meal for my whole family and I come back to dishes in the sink, I'm not gonna ask you to do the dishes. I'm probably just gonna do them. Maybe I didn't communicate that, sure. However, if I have to communicate that, I am not the one for you.
Do not try to make it seem like I'm not here doing my part at all. We're not going to spin it like that. I've been given such a negative response, a temper tantrum sometimes, like an attitude. I just don't understand it. If it's about the dishes, me going to sleep, a text, all of that, it's a slap in the face.
I'm glad you feel that way. There's a lot I could respond to, but there is no scenario that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever. And with that in mind, I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again.
If he is cooking the meal and also doing the dishes, then what part of work is she even doing to sit there and say that she is getting negative responses and tantrums?
So you guys broke up at that point because they...
No, this is the question. Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills?
No.
Okay.
And look at what happened. She called herself flexing and got a bigger flex on her. Now he's with somebody he doesn't have to pay a dime for.
I'm just saying.
Well, when have I ever gave you bad advice? That's real quick. When have I ever told you something and you didn't listen and went belly up?
I'm not doing that. We know that. You
All
don't
right
have
then.
to stroke your ego right now.
I'm
we
not
know
stroking
that.
my ego.
At
I
the
am
end
referencing everything I say.
I got you. We can big you up all day. That's fine. I'm telling you something. So
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
What is it?
I understand the frustration of women because what they're saying is there's not a big pool of good men.
Oh! Fiction can be fun.
That's a lie.
100% lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie. You
there's not a
said
pool.
that.
There's
you
not a
said
listen.
That.
Can I finish the story?
Listen.
You sat on the phone with me and said,
Listen.
how many good
Listen.
men are there in this world?
I wish you weren't a liar.
I said
There's not a lot of them. So
Listen.
please don't play with me because I remember everything you tell me.
Listen.
What?
Listen, shut up for a second.
There's not a lot of good men who want y'all. I'm clapping for myself. There's a lot of good men out there where the good man at? Like they hiding under a rock or in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are.
Boom.
They're gonna walk right by you. Okay. And you in LA. If you in LA or anywhere LA adjacent, your pretty face ain't gonna go too far because everybody's pretty. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta be born pretty or wake up pretty. But when you leave your house, you're gonna be pretty. So everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. So there is plenty of good men. I am not rare in that way. I am rare in the way that I'm probably one of the only few good men that you have a close relationship to, but there's plenty good men. There's plenty good men. They just don't want your.
The audacity to sit there and shout all this nonsense with such confidence only to be left silenced and humbled just a minute after is peak modern women. No facts there, just random feelings.
What do you need from a man who you're gonna take seriously?
Money.
Name 5 things that you have to offer a man.
Nothing, 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 and nothing.
And when it comes on to the money, why does your man have to have it?
Because I get it.
8 times 6.
8 times 6?
Yes, ma'am. 8 times 6, Miss Liz. Huh? Huh?
8 times 6,
92.
92?
Oh, I'm lit.
Liz.
Nah, don't use that excuse.
Liz. 3 times 7.
21.
21, that's great.
21?
7 times 3. Okay, we can't do it. 8 times 5. 8 times 5, honey. 8 times 5? Huh? I want you to know this so bad.
It is actually really scary that these women demand a 6-figure man and are allowed to vote, when they don't even have the brains to answer a very simple and easy question.
I've even been in, I've seen situations where men have gotten so, I don't think that women know the emotional damage that they do to a man when it comes to taking their child away from them. To the point that a man will be okay with walking away to protect his peace, his livelihood, and his mental health, and say, fuck it, I just won't see my child because of the baby mothers and the shit that they go through. Because like I said, a lot of these women get so upset with these men when shit don't go in their favor, go their way, and when they're still emotionally invested in the man. But sweetie, I could have sworn you gave him back to the streets. You did not like him. So now if you don't like him, you don't give a fuck about him, allow him to live his life, allow him to continue to co-parent, allow him to show for the child, because now again you put the child in for defense, because you know your word's not gonna sting. When you curse him out, it just rolls off his shoulder.
Depending on what you say.
So, but as soon as you start saying something about keeping that child away, a man to go to war for that. Good man, a good father, he ain't playing that shit. He is going to go to bat. He like, listen, bitch, what you're saying to me, none of that shit matters to me. But the moment that you start throwing them kids in for defense, baby, it looks very different.
I don't think life could get any better than this right now. My girlfriend's feeding me grapes. I'm driving a boat. I have a daughter.
Show them the steaks.
And she's cooking me steaks right now. I feel like I'm in a dream. God, look at this view. Look at this view.
Look at this steak.
I could pass away right here, and I'll be completely happy with the way my life turned out. I love you.
I love you.
So much.
So much.
Mark my words, one day I'm gonna own my own boat, and I'm gonna take you. First it was grapes, now it's steak. Oh, somebody woke up.